in the end, it comes down to how is this experience going to enable me to be such an advocate for myself? Because maybe I've touched into my beauty and my radiance, my worthwhileness, finally. Maybe I've had just tasted into that. So how do I orient in the world now in such a way that I won't tolerate being mistreated as if I'm worthless, as if I'm of no value, you know? And on the other hand, by the same token, is how then do I practice treating people with more kindness, more tenderness, becoming a more ethical human being? So it's that's where it gets, I think, you know, to use overused metaphor, where the rubber hits the road. I mean, you can have all these big metaphysical insights of what's, and those are fun to play with. Like, absolutely, I'm a thinker, sort of getting into metaphysics and philosophy, and you know, what's the meaning of life and what's the purpose, and those are all good and important parts of being human. But I think in the end, it comes down to, how do I become a more caring human being for myself, for others, for more connected to this planet, our home. You know, it's like, how do I proceed in the world now as if I really matter and as if others actually matter? So it's practice. It's the daily, hourly practice of that, and then catching yourself when you've shifted back into your trauma self, where you allow yourself to be mistreated, or you're acting unkindly, or you're just triggered, and these old stories about what it what just happened, what it means about me. But so it's disentangling yourself from those old narratives that are keeping us from living more wholeheartedly in the world. That to me is integration, in a nutshell. It's just taking what you learned and applying it consistently and in a disciplined way, consciously and intentionally, in the world, and ideally finding ways to hold yourself accountable to that. And that might be in the form of a partner, spouse, friend, a group, a place where you can do an honest inventory of, did it make any difference to have this experience? What difference is it making being with you in a different way?